Alright, welcome everybody to another BDA film analysis. In this episode we're going to be taking a look at Guillermo Rigondeaux's underrated win against Joseph Agbeko. Now you see a lot of people haven't really seen this fight, and this was the fight that convinced HBO to no longer air any Guillermo Rigondeaux fights because it was so, some people would call it boring, some people would call it uneventful, but it was what it was. It was Guillermo Rigondeaux fighting as he always does. Effective, not always entertaining, but like I said, effective. And the reason why I'm taking a look at this fight is because Joseph Agbeko, for a long time, for a couple of years actually, he was one of the best 118 pounders out there. He took out Victor Chinin, he took on Abner Maris twice, took on Yoni Perez twice. Every time he would fight, he would always display a fantastic straight right hand. It was like a laser beam. And when he fought Guillermo Rigondeaux, that right hand couldn't land, so it was a quality win that I think a lot of people underrate or overlook. Many people haven't seen the fight, so we're just going to take a look at this particular bout and to examine some of the things that Guillermo Rigondeaux does to shut Agbeko down and really just completely befuddle him like he does with 99% of his opponents. So let's take a look at that. Alright, so right away here we see what Guillermo Rigondeaux always does. First round, pawing. So that pawing with his right hand is not only to gauge the distance but to distract his opponent from the big left hands that are going to be coming out later on. And you see there Agbeko jabbing to the body, trying to get that right hand in, jabbing to the body, Rigondeaux not reacting, not stepping back too much. He's taking those shots, he's not worried about him, and he keeps pawing with that right hand. See again, Agbeko throwing the right hand, falling a little bit short, but he's trying to get it in. And there you see what Rigondeaux does right away is he tries to get himself some respect, and with his quick counters, what he does is he counters with an uppercut to the body. Look at that, boom. See, still pawing, takes a jab to the body, doesn't care, pawing. And look at that little step back there. Look at Rigondeaux's feet. Little step back, little step back. A little step back, just a couple of inches, enough to create distance to get that left hand out, and also enough to make Agbeko miss. I'm gonna show you that in a little slow motion again. See those little steps? He's not panicking, he's not moving excessively, always in range to counter. Very, very astute footwork from Rigondeaux. And now finally there he counters with a left uppercut, and one of the reasons why he's able to get that left uppercut in there is because he sees that Agbeko, look at Agbeko's chin. Look how tucked in it is, overly exaggerated, I would say. And he dips to he dips it even lower at times. Look at this. See, there he went to the side actually a little bit, but see how he always keeps that chin tucked in, and then see he dips low. Look at that, dips low, dips down. Then again when he throws the right hand again, look, we'll look at the slow motion. Dips low once. Dip slow again with when he throws the right, and Rigondeaux sees this. Now he controls him with the right hand as he's moving away. There you see Agbeko throwing the right, gets it in, tries to go to the body with the right hand, but Rigondeaux holds him with his right hand, something that he always does, so often does, and Lomachenko does that as well. So it's gonna be interesting to see who can get that trick out first. So he holds and boom, right, left uppercut. Again, left uppercut because he sees. Look at this. He sees Agbeko's chin, how he tucks down that chin, or how he dips down every time he comes in, or every time Rigondeaux tries to do or makes a feint. See, like again there, he dipped that head low again, Agbeko did. So Rigondeaux sees this and he keeps pawing, Then now he's gonna start feinting in order to get that uppercut in there. And see how quickly Rigondeaux reacts. Look at this. First of all, Agbeko is jumping in from too far away. One hop, another hop. Rigondeaux sees this. I mean, even if you do it up close, he's going to see it. And if you're doing it that far away, it's going to be even worse. So, Agbeko from too far out, boom, eats the left uppercut. Really, Rigondeaux, let me tell you something. His strengths, a lot of people talk about the left hand and the speed. It's the quickness of his counters and the way he sets up those counters with his footwork. That is really going to be the problem here for Vasyl Lomachenko, and it's the problem for everybody that fights him also. So there you see Rigondeaux feinting, still boom. So after the couple of feints, real quick, let's look at that again. See, count the number of feints and movements. See, he's moving, pause with the right hand, again dips, you know, feint, boom, and finally 3 or 4 deceptive movements before he finally launched the left hand. So Agbeko doesn't know where the punches are coming from, and he doesn't know when the punches are coming. Here we see Rigondeaux. Now he's in a more aggressive posture. He's not backing out. Look at that. Boom. Beautiful left uppercut to the body. There you see his footwork. Just like, look at that. This is a very subtle thing that Rigondeaux does. And if anybody's out there that's trying to box and you want to learn how to step back, this is really professional stuff here. Look at how he sees Rigondeaux's going to throw the right hand. So what he does is look at Rigondeaux's feet. He shifts a little bit, just a little bit. It's almost even hard to see. See, he starts out with the right foot. He backs it up, and while he's doing that, the left foot goes back a little bit too, but also to the left, towards the left. So he's out of position. The line, you know, like Becko's right hand, Rigondeaux is no longer in that line to get hit with that shot, but he is in line to counter with his left. Look at this. What could Agbeko do from here? He can't hit him with the right hand, and if he throws a left hook, all Rigondeaux has to do is pivot to his left, and he takes away that left hook. So really ingenious stuff here from Rigondeaux. This is all, you know, instinct, practice, and speed that allows Rigondeaux to do this. See, in that last sequence that I showed you, you can tell that Agbeko, I can see how he dips with his head, like I've said during this whole video, and so Rigondeaux sees this and boom, now he leads with a left uppercut. He continues to paw, good gauging of the distance there. He just backs up a little bit. Here I think we're gonna see, yeah, look at that, little dirty tactics again from Rigondeaux. And here he sees again how Agbeko dips after the right hand and how he tries to pivot away. And now he catches him while he's pivoting because he already caught on to that pivot. And here again, real quick, because I don't want to make this video too long. But see how Rigondeaux, again, with the feints, and he leads with a left uppercut, and then once Agbeko is expecting the left hand, Rigondeaux goes to the body with a right hook. He's mixing in the shots, confusing Agbeko. Catches him with another left uppercut, and here he rises. He makes Agbeko's head rise up with a right uppercut, and then throws a left hand, and then with a left uppercut. So see, he leads with a right uppercut, then he throws a left hand, and then when Agbeko doesn't know which punch is coming next, like Rigondeaux mixes it up and throws a lead left uppercut, and he continues. He goes back to the right hand. Now he see that. Now Agbeko is looking for the left uppercut, the lead left uppercut. So what does Rigondeaux do? He feints as if he's about to throw the left uppercut, and he leads with a right hook. Continues to paw, little step back, lead left hand. I see that lead, now that lead left uppercut, it wasn't really an uppercut, it was more like a half straight, half, it's got a little bit of an arc there, under arc. And he catches Agbeko, and then, look at that. Catches him, leans back a little bit, and steps to his left. Evades that right hand. There, he's throwing the left hand from afar. That's really, look at this. He throws a, look at how far away he is from Agbeko. He throws a left, so he gauges the distance. Agbeko says, okay, I can hit him from here. Nope, a little step back again from Rigondeaux. All he has to do, see? Infestable. The amount of inches that he backs up the distance. It's not a lot, but it's enough to make Agbeko miss, and yet here Rigondeaux is, because he gauged the distance prior to this sequence with the left hand. So he's in position to land his left hand. So yeah, Rigondeaux is a master at controlling that distance, gauging the distance, and really he throws extremely quick counters. So I'm gonna leave you with a little montage of what happened after this fight. I suggest you watch this fight. Again, it's not an entertaining fight, but it is an interesting fight against a smart guy with a good right hand, and Rigondeaux just shot him down. I mean, watch the fight and tell me how many times Agbeko was able to land punches. It's very few punches. I'm scratching my head here, trying to remember how many times Rigondeaux was actually caught. So I'm going to leave you with a little montage, but I do suggest that you watch the fight, just because it highlights Rigondeaux's intelligence and his speed. Now, granted, this fight happened in 2013, so I don't know how much of the skills that Rigondeaux is showing here, how much of the skills are still in place, how much of the speed, I should say, not the skill. I'm pretty sure the skills are still there, but it's the speed and the reflexes that really in 4 years can degrade to a certain level, where he's finding now a guy, Vasyl Lomachenko, who is just as quick, or maybe even quicker. He's bigger, he's younger, and all this. We all know this. So it's interesting. But if this Rigondeaux shows up, again, like I've always been saying, it's a 50-50 fight. So tell us what we got right, what we got wrong. Give us your suggestions. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next one. Enjoy this montage.